Hey guys, welcome to thy channel. Today we're going to be reacting to RTJ4 or Run the Jewel 4. I'm assuming it's their fourth album of Run the Jewel.
RTJ4.
My noggin is activating, folks. Fun fact, not to brag, but I actually met Killer Mike. I mean, it is probably the first person that other people care about what they say type of person. Some may call them a celebrity of sorts that I've met. What do you say, you ask? He said he liked my hair. Now listen, alright, understand where I come from. My hair has been a very mixed, pun intended, situation for me, so I haven't known exactly what to do with my hair. When I actually met him, my hair were in twists for, I think, the second time in my life. First time I had my hair in twists, I felt empowered. I felt the melanin in my skin, and I just felt like, in a weird way, just proud. And so the fact that the second time that I was wearing my hair like that, and I got a compliment from someone of relevance, it made me feel really good to be confident in me feeling confident in something I previously didn't feel confident. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that what we're aiming for? He showed kindness. I love that. I actually also saw him in a show in 2017. I think he was opening for Lord or something like that, and that was the first time I ever heard Run the Jewel, and I was like... My dad also listens to Run the Jewel. They've been here for a minute, and then they came together, and it was a success. Look, I'm really bad at focusing on things for a long period of time, and rap is very hard for me to actually understand the lyrics to, especially the first run, so I really want to actually hear what they're saying because I know they are about to speak. So today I'm going to be actually looking at the lyrics. I just want to sit down and actually listen to what they're saying. I did that with my stomach. I don't know how I feel about that. Something I noticed about their music is that I always feel so empowered, and I'm just a very feeling oriented person feels it. I have a feeling this is gonna be so good. Also, keep in mind, I am new, please. Yankee and the Brave, episode 4.
This week on Yankee and the Brave.
Back at it like a crack addict, Mr. Black Magic.
Back at it like a crack addict, Mr. Black Magic. They started. I'm ready for the aggression. I want to feel the aggression passed on from speaker to mind, okay?
Get a black habit, get a black granddaddy, rolling down, old headed out, black granddaddy, all black, no canvas, black, no canvas, say something, no flapping, wave drama, I'm a gunner, hang your block hot, that's the summer, all summer, and I put that on the summer, and my mother. I'm back with the blackest fabric, I'm back, I'm magically back in it, that's when I dunk it, right at that dance, I'm running the trouble with sucking shit, matter of fact, it's the eyes and even the crack, automatic facts, it's like that, scandal bliss when you put in villains in charge of shit.
It's scammer's bliss when you put in villains in charge of shit. Went off, alright. It's a scammer's bliss when you put in villains in charge of shit. All of us targeted, all we doing is arguing, bruh.
Bliss when you put in villains in charge of shit. All of us targeted, all we doing is arguing.
Is it bad I don't know what a charlatan is? A charlatan is a person practicing quackery or some similar confidence tricks or deception in order to obtain money, fame, and other advantages via some form of pretense or deception. Media literally is deception. Everything that I want to apparently have a job in is deception. The world is literally has so much deception in it, I don't know how many people can get away from it. Literally, I went from film where it's psychological deception where you feel like you're more in a movie because color grading, little things like that. Now I'm in advertising. It's all about money, bro. I have a feeling this album's gonna make me rethink about a lot of things that I'm not ready to rethink about right now, so.
Immortality's out, it's a one-round ride. I got one round left, 100 cops outside. I can shoot at them or put one between my eyes. So glad it don't matter, it ain't suicide. And if the news say it was, that's a lie.
If the news says it was, that's a lie. Alright, first of all, obviously this is gonna be talking about a lot of black versus blue, cops being black, all of that, this entire album, which I just don't like being political. It says, I got one round left, 100 cops outside. I could shoot at them or I could put it between my eyes. Choose a ladder, it don't matter, it ain't suicide. And if the news says it was, that's a lie. I can't let these pigs kill me. I got too much pride, and I meant it when I said it. Never take me alive. You gotta go through an entire battle with the people who are supposed to be protecting you as an American, or even if you're an immigrant and not an official American. I forgot this was. Alright. You gotta choose your battle on how you want to go out when you're in a situation with the people that are supposed to be protecting you. The incarceration in America of minorities, especially black people, is insane. The war on drugs is a whole rant I'm not even gonna go into. They're done. I'm done. The reason certain drugs were illegal, some of it was racist. Do you understand that, like, it's fine and dandy when a certain group does it, but as soon as some type of minority did it back in the day, then it started becoming a problem, and that's when they caused concern and became illegal? Not because it's doing worse harm than another drug, it's because of race that it has such a certain look on it. Isn't that crazy? This album's gonna be rough. It's gonna, who are you supposed to go to when the people you're going to is fighting against you for years? You hear stories about people losing their friends, their dads, their family, because of stuff that's not even being spoken about. A lot of stories haven't even been spoken about. Goodness. Alright. That's more honest than your whole life in a fraction of time. I think that might have been the hardest line I've ever heard.
My brother made a point to right the back door on the slide. A chubby husky died scrubbing fucking up my beat.
I love that he said my brother made a point so out the back door I'm slide. I'm chubby, husky, thigh rubbing. My Levi's. I'm chubby, husky, thigh rubbing. Me too. My thighs were thick. They still are thick. They've never not been thick. First beginning of that paragraph, I was like, hot. And then I read the last bit of that paragraph, and I was like, oof. Yankee and the Brave are here. Everybody hit the deck. We don't mean no harm, but we truly mean all disrespect. Next song's Ooh La La. If you don't know, I'm half French, so I guess both sides of me are being represented in this album, and I'm not mad. Starting off with this rhythm, why does this remind me of some Dracula Halloween type, like, but it's about to get lit, like it's about to go off. Listen to how metaphoric I already picture this song to be. We in the dark, but we're throwing flares to shine some light on the real. What's really there. I mean, that could be an alleyway and we're throwing flares, literally, or it can be this dark thing that's been put behind for years that we're trying to bring light to so it can end. Yeah, get what I'm saying? This poster's gonna fall a lot, so I hope you guys are enjoying that content. The rhythm goes hard every time. No doubt, no cap.
And the pussy still fuck the wall. I'm a dog, I'm a dirty dog. My linguistics are just cooling down the jaw. And I rap it, corner ratchet, keeps it up the
Basically saying that their lyrics are the rawest that they can be. They're raw and they're real and they expect nothing else from themselves and they're not going to give anything else to us, and I appreciate that. I'm afraid of nothing but nothingness, ain't it something? I'm afraid of nothing but nothing. I'm afraid of nothing but nothingness, ain't that something? It sure is. I really like that a lot. I'm afraid of nothing but nothingness, ain't it something? That just, I tell you, I got like the movie part of my brain just going. Like I have all these visuals just. Saying the people at top are trying to change the people that they're ruling, but the people that they actually work for. And maybe it's not exactly what they're expecting. Someone might favor a certain race or a certain gender, like in the past of America since forever, and still is going on. But we're what you're stuck with. And these things that are not right that you're doing, these rights that you're taking away from certain groups of people, hey, we're speaking out on it. And we're what you're stuck with, because this injustice is not okay. Why are you treating someone differently based off their skin color? Something I never understood when I was younger. First of all, why I felt like both my races had to be so separated my entire life. Like, and you hear this from like every mixed person, right? I just don't understand why we live in such a society where I need to feel like one part of me and another part of me are so separate based off of race and based off the color of my skin. I feel like I'm separated from both the black and the white communities sometimes because people got so much hate from one another. I grew up on that, and that I had it easy. There were so many, I've seen worse things on the street. I've seen people speed up to hit someone of color. I'm just not gonna go off right now. I mean, what other time? This is the time to go off, is it not? A king or queen and all of their loyal subjects that pull my sound that on the shoes in public. People, we pirates, the pride in the great republic. No matter what your order, we're what you're stuck with. We're what you're stuck with, and you're gonna have to deal with this. When you messed up, you should have changed what you were doing. You should have told that other person you're working with to stop. You should have listened to the people, because maybe they're not trying to tell you how to do your job. They're trying to give you advice on how to save a life. And it sucks that we have to say that. I'm about to cry. Give me a second. I just don't understand when they have time to like take a moment.
Motivating, devastating, captivating, ghost and ray relating, product of the 80s, coast killing babies, never regulating, back accumulating. It would not be overstating to say they are underrated. Sometimes we're degrading, baby.
I would say I made it to like we don't need no compliments or confidence, which I feel like I did that with a lot of confidence. If you know what I'm saying. That was gross. I'm sorry.
Look around this fucking had it. Our shit is just magic. Go figure the runs of the bitter did it with a scam. It's rain in the fat of the land and your man is mashing. We back in the class of lapping. You raising the head and tap.
I'm telling you, this man was probably super underrated in the beginning. LP goes off. He has some hard lines. So does Killer Mike. We're about to have 2 chains.
You know I'm popping the product of poverty. I'm cool as AC. You just wanna be.
That was a good line. I'm cool as AC and you just wanna be. Cause A, B, C, wanna B's. You wanna be, but he's the AC cause he's that cool. Is that? How long does it take a brain to actually think of something this like smart?
I get a text like stay safe, takes back. I missed that. Be home soon and I can't wait. I buy a hot dog stand if I'm trying to be frank.
Okay, that was also a hard word. I buy a hot dog stand if I'm trying to be frank. I like that. I like rap because in a way it's kind of like a play on words / puns, and I love puns, but I'm so bad at listening to rap, and here we are. Me just giving mad respect to Run the Jewels album so far. We're just started. So they say out of sight, RTJ, what'd you say? So that's like that part right there. I like how even that part, even though it is kind of like the main part that makes the whole song kind of go together and synchronize, it also is like background noise. That out of sight and RTJ, what'd you say is kind of just like muffled background sound, literally. And they just make it so subtle. I don't know if that's meant to have deeper meaning, but that's kind of, I like that. That's cool. Also, they just had some freaking great lines in here. Holy calamafuck. I think that's just a comment on how we value such material things. Supreme jackets, hype beasts, you get that. There's just such a thing to them, making them so much more expensive when they're just like your average clothes. And people steal, kill, do all these things for such material things. It's not worth it. I would have took these lame Supreme jackets until you rob a hype beast. You ain't even seen sadness. Because hype beasts care all about the brands. Whatever the brand puts out, Supreme. Whatever Supreme puts out, they got it. Meanwhile, I was a kid buying sports shoes from Walmart because it was a cool color and cheap, and I just needed shoes to run in. And even growing up with these kids, I'm telling you, they were so valuable. Oh, you ain't got Nike? You ain't got Adidas? Who are you? We're gonna make it. Why are you making fun of kids for just not having a certain label on their clothes? It's all, yeah. So, anyways.
Think I got a case of the Monday song.
I got a case of the Monday on fire. What is this? This is about to go hard.
You know, 1 for mayhem, 2 for mischief. Now aim for the drones in the Stony district. Get them burn, get them burn. Can't get the ghost up, no resistance. Pass the like I have to assist it. Reality suspect, cast out for wisdom.
This song feels like a revolution, like, does it not? You have a kid echoing, I got more fire, more fire.
You won't be broke, you just stay there. And we stay that, fry and bake that. One time in the big old South, lived a little chubby kid with a big old mouth. Get me fucked up, it beats the laminate. I'ma come through and leave some damage. I said somebody call me.
Hold up.
Take that, motherfucker.
What was that transition? And alright, we with this.
Maybe if I had another chance, I would give another chance to you.
I got another plan on stash. Far from the fact that the flames are on trash. That is not smoke, it's ash. You gotta know the past, gotta grab it. I'm never gonna mad, but I promise.
Maybe if I had another chance, I would give another chance to you.
That makes sense now, I gotcha.
If I make another wish, I would wish for a wish for you. Wish, and the chances are that none come been true.
Feel that empowerment, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing, ain't it how we made it and didn't fake it. Life's a disguise, the truth is butt naked. Used to be a time I see it and I say it. Now I understand that woke folks play. Ain't no revolution is televised and digitized. You've been hypnotized and Twitterized by silly guys. Used to the evening news, make sure you ill-advised. Got you celebrating the generators of genocide.
He's now saying that he realizes that's all just a lot of say, because when it comes to the actual things, the actual kind of like movement and acting upon it and trying to like make a difference, they're just gonna sit back and sit on their screens and be like, oh, we're woke too, instead of actually like acting out. I feel like that's just valid, and I feel like that's just, of course, it's just something that happens in this generation.
Please finish the damn mic.
Nothing to f with.
What?
Get a dose of dirty cold gold with quotes, cold clothes. Goddamn, that motherfucker's cold. All oppression, moralized, I break the rules, I'm just one guy. Unrespected, getting spit on, self-respect is not fine. I'm with the truth, but you got screwed and drank the Kool-Aid. There's a line, it ain't directly at the edge of a man's grave. It's a design.
Funny fact about a cage, they never built for just one group. So when the cage is done with them and then they're still poor, it comes for you. What happened to my speaker? I'm just trying to listen. I'm just trying to be here and listen. And we got, alright. Funny fact about a cage, they never built for just one group. So when the cage is done with them and you're still poor, it comes for you. Ain't that funny? Man, just because you're not in a group doesn't mean that you can't support and help a group, because at the end of the day, the same people are going after another group because they still don't see them as equal, and that's the real problem here. Period. Man straight up said golly gee. He said golly gee. I mean, what he's saying in a really aggressive, straightforward, how he's thinking manner. He's saying all these people who are claiming that they're Christians are also using their Christianity as an excuse to do the wrong thing. And basically, obviously, you're not actually Christian if you're blaming your God for things that are wrong. I'm working with my phone now because my computer just died. So, just with a $sign? Pharrell Williams? Master academic, cause your grades say you a scholar. Master Instagram, cause you an instigator follower.
Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar. Get it?
Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar. Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar.
Money is money, but look at the money itself. You see all these nice Americans that were also slave owners.
Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar. Told you once before that you should kill your master. Now that's the line that's probably gonna make my ass like that. Some of these politics, you swear that you got options, right? Master of opinion, cause you vote with the white collar, right? The 13th Amendment says that slavery's abolished.
Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar.
Get it?
Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar. Look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar.
X on the map with a main keep in it. Just the stuff's here shitting. When murderous chokehold cops still earning a living.
When murderous chokehold cops still earning a living. Funny how some say money don't matter. They rich now, isn't it? Get it?
$4 for the smoke. What you got?
Got my mind on a mission on the road to perdition. The crime in the grime, I admit it, I'm with it. Must suckle up crime for my mama right titty, cause the dollar made sense. No question, she was weak, she was clean, independent when I was a kid. get it, back to see. Mama told me never give a nigga my plug. Bitch told me never give these bitches my love. Still to this day, bro, missing my glove. Still to this day, I'm perfecting my thug. Daddy told me never give 100 my money. Had to ask daddy, did that include money? Made dollar, made cent, made money. Got a white bill like a Playboy bunny. Fucked up, but I kept it cause I keep it 100. Made a meal and a damn thing funny. Never look back.
When I saw Killer Mike speak, my favorite part was when he talked about his wife. I don't know why. How he talks about his wife. He's like, oh yeah, she's not perfect. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like she is, but like, I love her. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Never look back, you'll only get better. If you get better, you will never get better. Never get better, then you never get bigger. Never get bigger, then you never make cheddar. Tell the truth, brother, you were never really special. You were just a lame nigga with a good record. Your time came and it changed like your weather. Brothers rolled, we still will. Never look back.
Never look back. Never look back. This, I would say, is the verse of the album because it's just that good. It's that we're okay.
RTJ, the God killer, this Tokyo and I'm God. Not a holy man, but I'm moral and my person. So I support sex workers unionizing their services. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. This man sure feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me.
I'm giving HD cents, I'm never forgetting. I'm saying it's conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see, if you were running, doing shit, you know, like, never take 100 times, she's back around next.
To all those pretending to support me, but it's all fake, those real supporters will come through, and that's what I actually care about. I need your love. I need the love from the people who are wanting to actually support and love me back. Appreciate me. Simp. Or senpai. What if the world was so full of simps, everyone was a simp, that we all ended up loving each other and appreciating each other because we were simps of one another? Pulling the Pin, I know, is about to hit hard, and it's also getting to the end of the album, so...
Be surprised, it's a mistake to think that influence and fate. But what a wretched state of danger we've been. Now I see that it's the same moment in history. Back to honors, and here we are again. Another boy, long time watching, first time calling out. It be dead. Drawing up fiction band, truly the truths that stranger document.
And at best I'm just getting it wrong. And at worst I've been right from the start. It hurts, I've been torn apart. There's a grenade in my heart. I can't deny. There's a grenade. There's a grenade.
I've been difficult, but when you're pitiful, then every day's like a satanic ritual. Beautiful soul in the wrong in the griddle. I promise to hold they held on to their vessel. Kicking and screaming while watching the demons collecting the gold and the diamond residuals. My pastor say God is promised paradise, live a good life in the spiritual. I promise my mama that I would say honest, but I want it all in the physical. And I promise I'm honest, I'm not gonna punish, keeping that promise too difficult. So picture me red as I sit on the bed with my hands on my head and this pistol too. Why the fuck must I be miserable? The devils they do the despicable. It's not they move like they invincible. These are the criminals in the pinnacle, doing the typical, keeping us miserable, taking the most and providing the minimum. Hate to sound cynical, but it's pitiful. Time is critical. Like tenants appeal, they kill, keeping a ritual. Hard, but you just couldn't hang. Been 2 years, truth is I'll probably never be the same. This is just a chore not to let myself go insane. It's crippling, make you wanna lean on a cup of promethazine. But my queen said she need a king, not another junkie fucking rapper fiend. Friends tell her he could be another Malcolm, he could be another Martin. She told my partner I need a husband more than the world need another martyr. Circumstance would have broke a weaker man, but I put it on my mama. I'm a better mother and the hardship made me a better money runner. God bless me to redeem it in my thoughts, words, and my actions. Satisfaction for the devil, God damn it, he'll never ever have it.
I see the viper change.
They ain't friends exactly. These guys have a better chance of killing each other than beating others.
Wow.
No, sir. They're brothers. Yankee in the brain.
Right back to the beginning. That went hard. That told struggles, because he was talking about his mom and how her death has been hard on him when he like went to speak to us too. I wish LP would have came. Like I wish they both would have came. That would have been awesome. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that whole album. I don't think I've ever looked at an album's lyrics so hard and felt so much what's going, you know, I don't know how to say what I want to say. What are my top 3 favorite songs, you ask? Well, few words for the Firing Squad, Just, and Pulling the Pin. Not necessarily in that order, but those are my top 3 songs. Comment down below what your top 3 songs are, because I am curious. And I love you guys. I'll see you next video.